Tolar. Yes, I will give you guys my take on Tolar. We can do our homework on them, right? So let me switch over to this. So for those who don't know, Tolar came and pitched at Budapest, Hungary, and they won my ICO pitch competition. So just because an ICO wins my pitch competition does not mean I'll be advising them and does not mean that I'll be investing. It just means they were the best ICO that day during the pitch. Right. So first of all, congratulations to the Tolar team. It's done great. They had a great pitch. Uh, I definitely did do my homework on them. I've not invested. If we go over to my spreadsheet here, I'll give you guys my current rankings. Although this hasn't really been updated much. Right. So number one is still Sparkstar Hall of Fame. Mainframe is still here. I'm disappointed in how long they're taking to finish their freaking token sale. Right? Not token sale, their airdrop, whatever they're doing, is taking forever. So as you guys know, opportunity cost matters a lot when it comes to investing. When these ICOs take forever to give you your tokens, then it looks bad, right? Because kind of like with one chain, waiting 6-7 months for a 10x doesn't really justify it if you can do a 3x each month or every other month, whatever, right? But anyway, Tolar is my third best ICO at this point in time, although I haven't really been. So my strategy has shifted away from really evaluating ICOs that are popular, right? If you go to this spreadsheets, other analysts like top 7 ICO, by the time an ICO gets on that list, it's kind of too late, especially if you're a private sale investor like me and other people, and you're investing large amounts of capital. By the time an ICO is on that spreadsheet, private sale is probably done, right? So my strategy is really to be one of the first investors in projects, and the way I'm doing that is really through my world tour, my crypto world tour. That's why I'm willing to invest my own capital to travel around the world and scour every corner of the globe for the next Sparkster, the next Tolar, the next whatever, right? So I think this world tour, it's not just us traveling and having fun and partying. We're actually going out there and trying to find the next big projects. So projects like Eden Chain, I discovered them in Seoul, South Korea. They came to my meetup there, and I recall joining the Telegram group when it had like just the employees in there. Like that's how early we were. Nucleus Vision met them in. They came to my meetup in LA. Don't get me started on Nucleus. It's been disappointing. I think it's under 2 cents now, right? So I've been. I'll let Abby know how I feel about that. Let's just say that. Then projects like Sparkster, met them in Amsterdam, Tolar, right? So it's really cool way for me to meet projects as I'm traveling the world. People say, "Hey, how do you meet these projects, or how do you find projects early when everything is getting finished in the pre-sale or whatever?" You gotta invest in your education, invest in your travel. I think that's the next step, right? You have to be willing to do what other investors are not willing to do. If everybody's pooling now and getting in early, you gotta do what they're not willing to do, and that could be traveling the world to invest. Okay, anyway, back to Tolar, right? So if we go here, let me look up Tolar, right? So what I liked about Tolar is token price is decent at about, based on my calculations at least, wherever I got that, right? It's decent. Token supply is a lot. Percentage of tokens being sold is not the best. Market cap 35 million or hard cap of 35 million. That's all right. What I do like is it's a decent team. I have them as having 2 all stars. They do have a prototype. They have two all-star advisors, which is good. It's a big idea. The fact that they're building, it's an infrastructure project competing with other blockchains. They're competing with Hashgraph, so it's not really a blockchain to my knowledge. I think it's a DAG, just to keep things simple, it's a blockchain. Uh, um, so I give them points for basically going after that same space. At the time I covered them, though, the Telegram group, this was before they pitched my ICO, right? They had about 5,600. So if we look at number of Telegram users they have now, it is what, 8740. So if we update this, yeah, so community is decent as well. right? So to me, this is a borderline all-star project. It's not an all-star; it's a starter still, because it's not over 80%, right? So 79.5%. So that's kind of my opinion on Tolar. Um, as you guys know, I always keep things honest. I mean, at this point in time, I don't plan to invest. If I did, though, it probably would be a short-term investment. Long-term, not so much. Right, but that's my take on Tolar. Right, but anyway, hopefully you guys let me know what you think about that. Now, for those who are just joining, Menti code to ask questions, menti.com. Use the code 683026.